Hi everybody, this is Sannie from Sannie Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are here to do a fairy spring collab, okay, hashtag a fairy spring collab, and we are on week number 3. So we are going to be doing embellishments this week. All right, so we've gone through week 1, week 2, okay, where you had 8 ideas for your journal covers on week 1. On week 2, we had 8 ideas for our signatures. And then week 3, we had 8 ideas. Well, we'll be having 8 ideas when I'm done. And Elodie for our embellishments. So to all of you lovely ladies that are following this collaboration, whether you are creating with the kit or with the freebies, and with the kit or freebies, or just going along for getting some ideas out of it. I just hope that you are enjoying this collaboration, and don't forget that there are some prizes to be won, but I will go through that a little later in the video. So before I really start my video, I want to say hi and hugs to the following people. I apologize for not saying hi and hugs on Friday, but whoever watched my Friday video knew that I really had a problem with my voice, and that is why I didn't do a Monday video either. So let's go through it quickly. Jenny P, Jacqueline Teague, I hope I pronounced that right, hanging out with Nana Jacobson, Linda Roberts, Elaine Pretorius, So Paper Crafts, Rachel Churchill from REC Designs, Catherine Hawkes, Christine Skinner, Diane Duncan, Louisa van der Walt, Night Owl Collage, J. Mati Baga, or Bagger, Creatively Created, Leslie Falk, Tina Smith, Sweet Pea Papers, B. Reborn Art and Healing, so that's I'll get the name. Lottie's Magic Attic, Kim Rolandi, Ria, Jessica Baker, and Carol Thornhill. There might be more, but for now, that's what I'm going to say. That's who I'm going to say hi and hugs from. And Be Reborn Art and Healing is Karin Renee. So I wanted to say Karin. Okay, so let's get started. So this is my signature, and in my signature last week I covered some stuff I did in order to do work on the pages, tell you what types of paper I had in it, etc, etc. Okay, so you can see that I haven't worked on the journal at all. I was a bit sick, but I'm back, and I'm hoping to complete this journal this weekend and do a filming of it, because I won't be available for the next week. All right, so now that we have done this, now what we're going to do next is we are going to do some embellishments. So the next time you probably see this journal, when I'm putting in my signatures or I'm binding my signatures to my cover, you probably will see a full journal with embellishments in it. But I chose to show you 3 embellishments, and they are nothing new. So let's get cracking. Okay, so I don't know, I adjusted my my mat, this one here, so it keeps on sliding off this because it's glass, and I don't want to take that one out. So I just hope that this is right. Right, so where are we going to start with? I'm thinking, which could be really dangerous. Yes. So I'm thinking, let me start with this page over here. I'm not doing anything on the page because I've already got a little, tuck spot over here. But I wanted to add to this. Well, not add. I wanted to add something in between. And I've done this. Last night I've done this. It's very, very early in the morning over here in South Africa. But this video has to go up today. Yeah, I've been really busy. So I thought I'm going to add this over here like this. So I've cut it out to measure my pages. The longest page, as you can see. And so it's made out of 160 GSM. It's from the kit. It's printed, the color. and then I just use my corner punch over here, and then I'm going to add it into the signature, and then on this side I'm going to do some kind of, you know, stuffy on it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to add over here. So you can see that there's lots of uses of corner punches, lots of uses of dies coming out over here. So if you're like me and you got hundreds of dies and you don't know what to do with it, I hope that I am giving you some ideas. And excuse me, my voice sounds terrible, but this is what happens in the morning when you are a sinus sufferer. Right, so that's that. Now let's get cracking on this project. So ladies, I hope that you are well, and I hope that I can finish this project within an hour. So that's what we have to work with, an hour. But you know, so hope you are all well, ladies. I hope that you have enjoyed the week so far, and I really apologize. I should have done this beforehand. So I really apologize for not having a video on Monday, but just had to see to myself a little bit. If you've noticed, I've not inked this part here. I don't think I want to ink that part. Okay, so excuse me. So I've got everything prepared, and then I'm gonna go through it with you to tell you what I'm doing. So excuse the rattle of the paper, but it is what it is if I'm gonna keep everything separately. Right, so I thought what I'm going to do with this project over here is that I've taken two parts, or more than two tags from the kit. But I've taken this tag from the kit, and then I've taken this tag here from the kit as well. They're going to be my bases. So let's just leave that to that side. Okay, so they're going to be my bases. And I'm going to back it with some paper. I think these are from the kits as well. So blue on that side, and then like a pink here. But this is my paper that I food dyed. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to put them over this here. So it's going to look something like that. Okay. Right. Oh, something like that. Then I'm going to sew on these tags over here, these acetate pieces, and they are going to act as pockets for these little tags over here. Okay, but what I'm going to do is that I am not going to glue these two tags together firstly. Okay, I am going to put the acetate on it like this. I'm going to then sew this acetate onto the first piece, so I hide the stitching, and then I'm going to glue it on together. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take this to my sewing machine, and I am going to sew this tag into this. Okay, and then I'm going to sew this not tag, that piece of acetate, and then I've got a little I've mited the edge here a bit, because it will be easier for the tag to slip into, I believe. So I'm going to, not that one, the plain piece of paper. Okay, so I'm going to do the very same on this side as well. So if you don't have a sewing machine, you can either use some glue, or you can use double-sided tape. But I do, and then if you're using glue or double-sided tape, you don't have to, you don't have to do it separately. I'm just doing this because I want to hide the stitching inside. Okay, so I'll be back just now in a few seconds. Well, for you. Just give me a sec. Okay, so I am back with my sewing. And just want to take out these little pieces over here. Like that. In here. So this is normal copyweight paper. I know I was asked and I responded. to a question asking what weight papers I use, and I am using normal copy weight papers for the pages, and then the embellishments I'm printing embellishments either on 130 GSM or 160 GSM, depending, like envelopes and stuff that you need to fold. I'm printing it on 130 GSM, and then for like journal cards and tags, etc., I am printing it on 160 GSM. Okay, so like for example, this would have been printed on 160 GSM. And now let me see if I've got the right people. Yes, so I want the pink on her. Something silly girl. No. So now what I need to do is I need to line this up, and I need to say I want it there, but I don't want it absolutely close to the to what I marked, okay, because that's going to sit on the spine. Okay, so I'm going to move it up a little bit like that. Okay, and then now on this side I'm going to match it up like that. Okay, and I'm going to add it to it. Right, so that's how that one looks now. Now, guess what? Here we'll need to put glue because there's no glue on this side. I forgot about that. Like that. Okay, so that looks good. If you want, you can color this side here, but I thought there was going to be quite a bit going on this side, so there was no need to really color it. Now we're going to do the same. What happened here? Okay, so I need to trim this off a little bit because it seems to be a little bit big. Let's take this fairy now and do the same to this fairy as well. Like that. And then, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I just had an idea that crossed my mind. But I'll let you know just now. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the collaboration quickly. Okay, so why am I so quiet? Guess what, ladies? It's really early in the morning here in South Africa. I woke up at 5. And yeah, I know that like some people might say, oh, that's not really early. But for me, it is. For me, it is. Oh, my greatness. For me, it is. So, no, I don't wake up much later. I wake up at about, well, I'm up from 5 or 6. I'm up from 5, but I really get out of the bed probably at 6 o'clock, because, you know, I work from home, so the only thing I need to do is take my son to school. Oh, wait, no, yes, of course I have to have a bath. Just in case you think I don't do that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah. So that is also why my voice is a bit croaky, because my voice does get like this in the morning. Yeah, so let's talk about this collaboration now. I just want to put these down nicely. I think I'm happy with them. Gonna go in here quickly. Right, so remember I said we are on week 3, which means that by now, from Sunday, today is Wednesday, you should have seen 6 videos already, and then Elodie's and mine will be the 7th videos, 7th and 8th videos, depending on, you know, who releases these first. Okay, so these your 8 signatures. There's your 8 ideas on embellishments and stuff like that. Right, then remember that we still got 1 more week to go in this series. And then some people might also be doing another week, because they might be doing their flip throughs separately compared to this, binding and finishing it off. Okay, so you might have a different video as well. Where I'm going with this is that that's that. So I wanted to let you know, if you've got a tiny little tag, you can also put it through here. It look kind of pretty, it look kind of cute, but I'm not going to do that. So that's basically what I've been wanting to do. So I waited because I don't know, to be honest. The orange, yes, the orange goes there. Oh, I see, I need to cut a little tiny bit of this one as well. I waited to see where my pockets were going to lie before I decided that I was going to do the what's the word? If I was going to embellish these tags over here, because I didn't want them to stick out, like, if I put a tab on it or something, I didn't want it to stick out over these ones here. So I think I can get away with doing some embellishments on it, or putting something on it. I'm going to see if I can. And here I'm not taking it from the kit, I'm taking it from what I have. So I have these cut out already because they are tinier. I'm going to see whether they're going to work. Okay, and if they're going to work, then I can add them. Yes, they are going to work. They are going to work quite fine. Yeah. So as I mentioned, you still have one more video, one, possibly two more videos, but one for the sake of commenting on. So let's talk about how you can win your prizes. Okay, so remember that for some of the collaborators, one of them is me, we have we've got all all our channels as well. Now I'm talking nonsense because we're talking about prizes here, right? So basically we've got 8 collaborators here that came across on 4 different weeks, right? And those are the 4 different weeks are the ones where not where we start off and kick off this whole collaboration. Okay, that video doesn't count, but the 4 different weeks is where we are doing our cover, our signatures, our embellishments, and where we are doing the binding, the final binding. Those are the 4 videos that you would need to, on every on every YouTube channel or a collaborator's YouTube channel, where they post their video for that week, you will need to comment on it. You will also need to subscribe to every of these collaborators. Okay, so if there's 8 collaborators, you should have 8 subscriptions. Whether they're old or whether they're new subscriptions, it doesn't really matter. Okay, as long as you subscribe to these collaborators channels, you place comments on altogether 32 videos, right, across the 4 weeks. You will then stand a chance to go into the draw to win a prize. Now, I won't say it's a prize because it's more than one prize, because all collaborators, I believe, and I stand to be corrected, are offering freebies. Okay, so you're going to be winning multiple prizes. So for example, if I was chosen as a collaborator to give a prize to person A, I will contact you and you will get your prize from me. Now, how does this prize giving take place? You saw what I did, ladies. I don't know where I had this. It was here. Okay, how does this prize giving take place? Okay, so you know how to qualify for it. How's that? Is that pretty or what? All right, so that's going to be in the end. It's going to look like that. So down 1. The next one we're going to do is, let's see, I'm looking at what I have over here. Right, so I think it was going to be, it was going to be this page here. So just take it out. Oh my greatness, do I not have a sneeze or whatever? I just need to be sure if it's going to be that page. Okay, so I think it is. Yes, so what we're going to do over here is that there will be a drawing. So once you just want to see, once you actually comment on the videos, what happens is each collaborator will then go and keep your name like on a spreadsheet or whatever you know they are using to be able to keep track of the fact that you are one of those people who like for example you commented on each one of their videos, right? So let's see what we're going to do here. Firstly, we are going to fold this, then we will hand that over to our co-host and they will put your name in a drawer and then they will draw, okay, right, for your prizes, right? Okay, and then what's going to happen, I did the wrong thing here talking to you. I'm going to use a very dirty cloth to take out some of this, just this part here, because I don't want it glued down, right? So what's going to happen is that they'll do the wheelie thing, I think, and they will draw. Then they will say, I'm drawing for Sannie or Sannie Creates or whatever, and then they will give me the name of the person and I'll contact the person. Now each collaborator has different, you know, different things that they are going to be you know, sending out as prizes. So mine is going to be 2 digital kits, okay? Mine is going to be 2 digital kits for the person. And you are more than welcome to, I'll leave my link below. You're more than welcome to go to my Etsy store and browse around there to know what, you know, if you are a winner, what you could possibly get. Now what I'm doing over here is I'm just measuring it because this one here is a little bit short for these tags over here, and so I want to cut it down. So I think I want to cut it down maybe there. I think that would work. Okay, just start tightening this pencil. Yes guys, this pencil is not getting tight. Okay, right, so you can listen to what all the collaborators are saying that they are giving as prizes, right? And then that's the prizes part. So make sure you subscribe, you comment on every video so that you are in the place for a draw. Then the next thing you can do to get yourself an extra place in the draw is by the 29th of April you can post your pictures of your completed journals, right, on Crafty Dragon Creations, the Creating Layer Facebook group, as well as Creative Paper Artisan, okay, community Facebook group, right? So can you see what I did over there now? So I just glued that and I cut that. Now watch, okay, because I don't think it is a bit tricky. What we want to do is we want to create this a tab, okay? Now depending on which side of the page you want to create the tab, you know, it's got to do with also where your envelope window is. So I've had more space on this side, so I can create my tab on that side over there, whereas somebody else might want to create their tab on a different side. Now what we're going to do is I can use this as my template, but I don't need to use that. I want to show you what I actually used as my template. I had this, okay, it's part of a die. So all I did was I put this here, but when I put it here, can you see that part of the die there? I don't want this part where it needs to cut to be opened, okay? So I'm going to make sure when I place my die as a template, I am going to place it over there so that I can cut it. Or I can even do that because I'm not really going to use this to cut my die. making sure, okay, making sure that I'm not going to cut that piece out. So I'm going to use this just as a template for me to be able to cut out this, this pattern. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, okay, on that side. Then I'm going to move in and say, how long would I like this tab to be? Okay, maybe I'd like it to be so, so long. So I'm going to now go here, and I'm going to do that, okay, like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow through with this line here, kind of like that, okay, like that. Okay, so let me just leave this here because it needs to go back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler and say right toe, let's now do this, where I am cutting out that part and then that part there. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to cut there now, and you'll watch what's going to happen. So these two are going to be opened up like this, okay. Like that. Now I did see this idea from someone, just came up on my feed, and I know I subscribed to a channel, but for the life of me I didn't take note of her name. I did, but oh man, it didn't stick in my memory, let's put it that way. And just taking out all the lines that are going to be a problem. Right, so that's the first part. Now what you need to do is you need to, because this is going to be like an over the page thing, so I need to be able to cut off, okay. I need to first say, okay, fine, which is going to be, you see, right, okay, which is going to be my top that I'm going to slide it in on. Okay, so that's going to be my top. That's going to be the catch part. So I'm not going to cut that. The bottom I already cut out. So now I'm going to take a sliver off this side. Okay, because I need it to slide into the page. Right, so the part that's going to hold, you don't cut that. You cut this and you cut this. So this here, why it's important that you don't cut it, because otherwise you're going to have just a flappy envelope. So this holds it in place. All right, so I'm going to take my scissor, my bone folder. No. Oh, goodness gracious, clearly, ladies, I shouldn't be doing videos in the morning because I don't even know what I want to call my my craft supplies. And I'm just going to take out a sliver over there. Like that, okay. And now I'm going to decorate it a bit. Oh, you see, I was supposed to finish off with some ribbons on the other one. We'll do that. Okay, so what do I want to add here? Okay, I think what I'm going to add here is I'm going to add this lovely fairy over here because I want her here. And what I did is, I printed this, I think it was 4 to a page or whatever, of the papers, the papers that you can use. I think I printed 4 to a page, if I'm not mistaken, and then I cut the fairy off like that. Isn't she beautiful? Was going to use her as a main page as well. I don't know if I did, to be honest. I don't know. All right, so that's that there. And let's add a little bit more here. Right, okay, I need to start moving faster now. So that's that. Now, what we're going to do is, I've got also a butterfly that I'd like to use over here. And I want to add that butterfly over there. Right, so I'm almost finished explaining. So I told you your pictures you need to add of your completed journal on the two Facebook groups. But please, I urge you not to only add it on the two Facebook groups. You have to add it to those two Facebook groups because they are the ones that count for you to get your extra draw. But I'd so love if I could see collaboration pictures. I mean, not collaborate, yeah, for pictures of your journals on my channel as well. And I'm sure all the other ladies would love it as well on their social media platforms. Okay, right. So that is how's that? That looks nice, eh? Okay, where's my book? Where's my book? Now I can put it back in my book. Over here, because now I can show you what it looks like. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there, and this is going to go here, like this. Okay, and then that's going to be a tuck over here. I mean, sorry, a little tab over here. Now, how cool is that? So what I want to do now is, before I stick it in, I'd like to just add a little bit of some distressing to it. Yes, so remember your pictures must be there by the 29th. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to let you know is that I know that maybe some of you can't afford the kit. And it is the way it is. Life is the way it is. But our two co-hosts, Stacy and Karin, have been so kind, because what they've done, I'm just not going to add it in. I want to add one more thing to it before I add it there. What they've done is they've given us freebies, ladies. They've given us freebies to be able to use. And what you're going to do is that you are going to go onto the social media platforms of the collaborators, and you will find exclusive freebies for that collaborator there. How awesome is that? Now I'm going to lose a tiny bit of my fairy wing, but if I do that, I won't, right? So maybe I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's on this side here, I am going to stick this paper down there like that. Okay, so I've just given you some writing space now as well. Yes, so you will find every week, for example, on my Facebook group on a Sunday, you will find me posting two freebies. One is from Karin and one is from Stacy. Okay, so you can use those freebies to make your journals. You know, it would be awesome if you buy the kits because they are gorgeous. But it does not mean to say, ladies, that you cannot take part in this collaboration if you didn't buy the kit. Okay, so I think all the ladies want that to be known, that don't let that stop you from taking part here. Now, I did it a little bit short on that side. It is what it is. Okay, I'm going to leave that to one side and come back to it. And then let's go on to our third idea. Right, so our third idea is quite a simple one, but if I can remember it. Okay, so let's see. That's it. Let's see if I can remember it, ladies, because I am, I tend to forget things. I know what I'm doing and then I forget what I'm doing. Right, so I know the music page, ladies, is where I need to add that. Then here now, I think I'm going to add it to this page here. Okay, so that's the first page. That's the first page. Now what I want to do is, I also saw this idea, but I can't remember where. Now I want to add this here, okay? but I want to add it as a flip up. Can you know what I mean? And I thought I had taken out my washi tape, but clearly someone went and put it back. So I think I'm going to take this lovely lilac and purple. Yeah. So ladies, that's where you're going to get your freebies, hey? And I'm going to make a hinge out of this. You're going to get your freebies over there on all our Facebook groups or other social media platforms, because not every collaborator has a Facebook group. But they do have some sort of social media platform, and if they don't, what is going to happen is that I'm trying to see how I'm going to get this to work. It's like, I don't know, when it comes to flaps, okay, and luckily, because I've got it the wrong side as well. Okay, so I'm going to add it here like that. Right, so that's going to go down like that. And I am going to put that there like that. Okay, like that. So that's going to be my flip. But wait, I am going to go overboard and put a flip on this side as well. Okay, because sometimes I don't like that flip showing, if you get what I mean. Just neatening it up. I don't like that flip showing, but before yes, okay, fine. Before I commit to it, I also want this here. Make this side a flip as well. Like that, okay? So that's personally for me now. Like that, okay, so something like that. So can you see it's a flip on this side and it's a flip on that side. But what happened over here is that, right, there we go. All right, so it's a flip there, and I've just anchored it with washi there as well. Right, so that's that. Now here, what I want to do is I want to add a pocket to this. Now this is a bit crooked. I don't know why. It looks straight, but it's not. So there we go. That's straight now. Yeah, so looked a bit wonky. Right, so that looks a bit better. Now what I want to do is I want to add this one right to here, like that. Can you see that now? Okay, so I'm going to do that kind of like that. So what I need to do now is I need to score. So I'm going to measure that there, and I need to score maybe a little bit out on this side. Just this pencil. And a little bit out on this side as well. Now that is going to be my score lines. Okay. Like this. Because I'm making a pocket. There's a score line here. And a score line as close to this as possible. So we'll make it here. Okay, we'll make it here. So those are my score lines there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece like this, and I need to see how much I need to cut it. But I'm going to cut it in between those score lines. So I'll move this up here like that to that score line, and I'll make a mark over here on this one here. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to take out my trimmer to cut this, because I'm useless. I'm useless in cutting. Okay, so I'm just going to trim it here. If you can't see what I'm doing, all I'm doing is trimming it. And then all I'm also going to do is cut it down a little bit, because I think it's a tad bit too wide. Okay, should I go there? Yeah, tad bit too wide. Okay, so I've just cut it down a tiny little bit. Okay, like that. And then what I'm going to do is just gonna score again. So this is about 3/4 of an inch. It's about 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just gonna put a line here like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna add it to my pocket. So ladies, I've worked exclusively off the kit here, if you can see that. Like this. Okay, like that. Yeah. See how crooked that is? My greatness, Sannie. What is wrong with you? You can't even cut straight. Like so crooked. Can you believe that? Yeah, it is crooked. But it's crooked here as well. So it was cut straight. Yeah, that's better. Not going to be too fussy. It's going to go on the inside. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to score this. Let's take this. This is my, you know, when I'm coffee dyeing, then I wipe up with that. So if you're looking and saying, oh my God, how disgusting. It's not dirty. It's just full of coffee. So I'm going to just miter these edges here to the score line. My goodness. I can't believe my brain doesn't think in the morning. You won't believe it. I even cut off a little bit over there. Ladies, oh my God, my brain doesn't think. Clearly. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this here because, and it's a little bit long. So I'm just going to take out a bit here. I'm going to add it to make up for the mitered edge on this side. So what I've done is I've created a pocket that you can use. I just extended the pocket. How's that? That's what I did. So just gluing the edges down here because I extended the pocket to make it more, you know, to be able to carry more items in it. Yeah. So that's what I did there. Right. But you've seen me doing this before, so it's nothing new. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to take it and I want to line it up and I want to add it here like this, but just underneath that tag. And you must be wondering, why do I want to do that? I'll show you now. Okay, so now let's glue these babies into place. Okay. Oopsie, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Can you believe I'm willing myself to work faster, but I can't because I feel like my thinking was even haphazard. And I hope I managed to explain the collaboration to you properly. So I'm going to just try to match, making sure that I'm not over that. You know, I'm not holding that tag in anyway. Oh, you're looking at me and you're laughing, hey? Because look at what I did. I glued the wrong side. I meant to glue this side. And you probably are thinking to yourself, oh my word, this lady is losing her marbles. Yes, I am. I am losing my marbles because clearly I am not a morning person. Now you know. Now you know. So the next time I say I'm not a morning person, you know it's true. I'm not functioning because I didn't have my coffee. So is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Yes, it's going to work. There we go. It's going to work. Right? So there's that. Here, like that. Now, why did I do that, ladies? Because these pretty ones are going to be holding that in place like that. How's that? But overkill. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna take a piece of this, right, and I am going to cut it down a tad, almost to the there. And then how wide is it? and almost to there. This pencil is really upsetting me now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, let's just take this part out here. Okay, leave it to one side. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this paper. Uh-oh, just moved everything. Like, where's my lines? I feel this is a little bit smaller, so yeah, okay. So that is it. So I'm gonna cut maybe here, right? So that I can get straight lines. All right, so what I want to do now is look at my desk. I'm going to cut a straight line here. Like that. And just going to measure it one more time to see whether I've got the line right. No. Okay, so that's the other one. There. And something there, like that. So I've never played with this idea and I hope it works. So what I want to do here is I want to add a tad bit of this here to the top. What's this? No, wrong glue. Tad bit of this to the top, like that. Okay, and then I want to stick this onto it, just on the top, like that. Okay, like that, but I only want it on the top, so I'm gonna have to hold this while I'm holding it. So remember, ladies, don't forget to subscribe and comment on all the Collaborators videos. Don't forget to go and get your freebies from the the Facebook groups and all the other social media platforms that the other collaborators have. They come out on a Sunday. The kits are on the shops, the Crafty Dragon Lay and Crafty Dragon Creations Etsy shop, as well as the Creative Paper Artisan Etsy shop. All the links of all the collaborators plus the kits will be down in this video over here. So the links to all the social media platforms of all the collaborators are going to be in this video at the bottom, the link. Okay. Then don't forget, if you are taking part and you want an extra drawing, meaning that if you're taking part in making a journal, then your journal pictures must be up on Stacy and Karin's Facebook groups, which will be at also in the link provided. And you need to go and put your videos there, or your pictures there, not videos, by 29th of April, because then after that they're doing the drawing, right? And then once the drawing is done, you will get a kind of confirmation if you are a winner. Okay, right? Thought that just looks so pretty. So this goes down in here like that, and then I thought we'll just add a pretty little something there. Okay, like this. But only to the top, because it must only stick on that, nothing else. Okay, so it's going to go there, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these to make sure it doesn't stick onto the pocket itself. Okay, like that. So yep, only stick onto this, not the pocket. Right, there's that there. So only glue the top. Now we can add this in here and this in here, like that. And this over here, I thought this would look so cute if we added it there like that. So I'm going to add that there over that. Here like that. So yes, it's going off the page, but I'm comfortable with that. I mean off the tag, I'm comfortable with that. Okay, so while we're waiting for that one to dry to put it back in, let's go and complete the other one. Okay, so we know this is going here and this is going there, like that. And we've also got this little one here. Right, so going to put that back in there where it belongs. Let's finish this one off now quickly. This one here. So just gonna do that, like that, then like this, there, and then here like this. Just following the lines of the tab, like that, and like that. Okay, and then like this. Making sure not to cut it out now, hey? Right, so that's done. Like that. Let's turn this over. Oh, how pretty! And just ink it up here like this. So we have made this a little bit tighter. I'm not tighter, more like secure, because we've added some paper to it. Right, so if you look at this now, this needs to go in by the music paper. So we've done that. This one is supposed to go here by the music paper. Right, so this is going to go in like this. Like that. Now ladies, I actually think I'm going to glue it in place so that it doesn't move about too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and open it up like this, okay, like that. And I'm going to add some glue here like this. If you can add glue here on the top, that would be wonderful. So let's try and see if we can add some glue to the top over here, both the sides on the top. Here. And there. So I'm just adding some glue to both the sides there, and adding a little bit glue here because this seems to have come apart. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it quickly before my glue dries, and I'm going to add it to my page. But please remember, when I'm adding it to my page, I still want that tab to come down, to stick out. So I want that tab to stick out because I am going to be doing some work on that tab. So I've added some glue there, and I've added some glue there, and I've added some glue on the top, but I can add even more glue. Okay, so let's just get this right. Now I can go and add some glue here so it doesn't flip on me. Pull there. I can go and add some glue on this side. Pull here. And if I turn it over, I can do the very same thing. I can add some glue here. Pull there. And from here, all the way down, pull there. Okay. So what do we actually have now? We have something that looks like this, where we're going to take this beautiful image that we have and put it in there like that. Okay, and on this side we're going to take this beautiful image and we are going to put it in like that. Okay, so that's another tag that I embossed. Right, now let's get back to our page where we need to add this. Okie dokie, how's it going? It seems like it needs a lot more help to stick. Wondering if we just should put a what's the word? A stitch through there. But I think it's going to stick. I think we must stop being impatient. I think we must leave it to do its thing. So maybe, you know, because that is fabric glue. So maybe we just put this there for now. So ladies, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit disjointed, but I'm in the morning. Yeah, so on this one here, we've done this here. Okay, you can go in, and if you want to, and probably I will, maybe add some tabs or something to it, right? And then we've got this little pocket that looks so cute, because look at that. It looks like there's lace on the pocket, but there's actually not lace on the pocket. There's lace on the journaling card that's inside the pocket, and then they hold that in place. And then over here we've got these lovely you know, tags that look like this here. And then on this side over here, we've got that different kind of a, where did we put it? By our music paper, hey? Over here, we've got this lovely little envelope that has a journal card in it, some place to write here, and another journal card in there. Okay, like that. Okay, so I do hope that you enjoyed this, and please don't forget to look at the link below so that you can follow the collaborators. It's still not too late, ladies. You have some time on your hand if you want to be part of this competition. Okay, leave the link below for the kits, for the collaborators, for their YouTube channels, for all their social media platforms, so you can still jump on board. And from me, Sannie at Sannie Creates, thank you so much for watching. And I do hope that I have inspired you in some way or the other, and that you are going to try out these ideas and put them on my Facebook group as well. Okay, and take care, ladies. Lots of love from me, Sannie at Sannie Creates. I hope you have an awesome week ahead and a blessed one. Bye bye.